What's up? Hope you guys are doing awesome. So today we're gonna go over a play that netted us 400% with Monsters Clan, and hopefully you got into that since I was talking about it for literally like 2 weeks. So let's get into it, right? So just know that this is all speculation. Don't invest more than what you can lose. Assume that you will lose everything and you won't get rich quick. There's also a very high chance that I probably just got lucky. This is probably an NFT gaming bubble and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about out of my ass, okay? Alright, so let's get into the play breakdown. So with this play breakdown, I'm going to simplify things into two periods. The first one will be the dead silence period. So let's look into it, right? So this will be the right hand side with the star right here. You can see that there are multiple bumps down right here since right the first X, that was the previous all-time high, went down a little bit, tried to break the resistance but went down a little bit. Second bump, bigger one, went down a little bit. 3, 4 big bumps right here on the daily charts. That's when you know that people tried to break through, they tried to buy, but the selling pressure was so high, probably due to the vesting periods unlocking and then people losing faith in a project. There weren't any big catalysts incoming, so it was a little overhyped at the beginning too, so they just started selling off. And then you can notice the low volume. You see that there aren't many price fluctuations in this period. Not a lot of people are buying, not a lot of people are selling. They're not really interested in the project. They're interested in other projects with more hype and other catalysts. And then there's like a drawdown right here from 150 to 60 cents. What is that? I think that's 60% drawdown around there. And then there are multiple tested supports. A support that's super strong right here. So it got tested once, maybe around right here 2, around here 3 on a daily chart. So it's very well tested. So these are all great signs to possibly scoop up the dip. So during this period, this is a perfect time to really research the project. So if you're interested in the game and it looked pretty cool, looked pretty fun, then maybe it's time to look into it, right? So you dive deep, you look into their investors, go on their website, you talk with the team, you check if they have great gameplay, great artwork, graphics, you check out their team, their past accomplishments, their past games, experience, their connections, etc. Do they have a solid community? So when you go in, is it toxic or is it very helpful, very friendly, even despite the drawdowns? Or is it mostly just people that believe in a project, they're just chatting, they're having a good time? So these are all very good signs that this will be a strong project that will handle the tests of time, as there will be inevitable drawdowns in each game. So if you want an example of these fundamental analyses, check out my deep dive video on Binance. You can find a template of questions you can ask to do your own research on any games that you're interested in. So the next step would be to slowly DCA in, dollar cost average in for 5 to 20% or whatever you think is right in a position. So let's say you want max $100 in position. You can maybe the first day like $5 here, $5 here, $10, $10, $15, $15, $20. So as time goes on and then you check, oh, this is now the third time it tested the support and it rebounded up. So you're, okay, this could be a better sign. So then you start adding $20 as more signs of strength appear. And, oh, let me write this, which was an incoming catalyst. So for Monsters Clan, the NFT market space was going to open around the 11th of October. So as time approaches near the catalyst, yet there's an arbitrage, right, where there's not much price action going up. So now you can scoop up an undervalued project, even though that you know that there's a great positive catalyst incoming, which creates a unique opportunity to get that 400% gain. The fourth one would be that there's a lot of FUD in the social media. So maybe in YouTube videos, they're like, oh, is Monster Clan a scam? Because then I saw literally a comment on my video, they're like, oh, if the project's from Pakistan, it's a big scam. But honestly, I don't know if it's a scam or not. All I know is that we got 400% gains. Okay, so next one would be Discord channels, Telegram channels. You check them out. A lot of people are like, "Oh, this game's a scam. It dropped 60%. Back out of this project." So if you see a lot of that, and the fundamentals of the project is still the same, it's still solid, then that's a great time to buy. And if there are not a lot of many YouTube and Twitter influencers talking about the game, then that's a sign that they may have already taken their profits. So a lot of times these games pay these influencers to promote their projects initially, and then when the project launches, they dump them and then they just move on to the next game. Or opposite of that, these influencers will want to buy more of the project that they really like, and they won't really promote it until it starts pumping a lot, which will cascade a euphoric effect, which we'll get into more right now. So the second phase would be the peak euphoric phase, right? So the chart starts going vertical right here. You see that little ascending triangle right there, and then there are multiple bumps up right here. So one in here, two right here, bigger 3, 4, then probably another bump here, as it'll be 2 more days into the NFT market space. Then there's lots of high volume, so there's lots of big price fluctuations as opposed to the previous one where it was like very small. And there's like a 205% increase, so we luckily got a 400% increase, and I'll probably exit right there. Then breaking all-time highs. So previous high was 1.5, now this one's 2.5. And then there's no clear resistance, right? Since after it broke its all-time high, we don't know how high it's going. So this goes into the next point, the importance of dollar cost averaging out, which I'll get into. So the second thing to do would be to stay up to date. So assuming that you did the hard work before this, right? So you did the heavy research into everything, there's not much else that's going to happen. So what you're going to do is that you can just stay up to date, see what's happening, see if anything changes. But for the most part, maybe try putting your effort into other games that are in other dips too. Then the next step would be to do the reverse of what we did, dollar cost averaging in, which is the dollar cost average out. So 5 to 20% daily, which you can aggressively take profit more near the catalyst date. So let's say the catalyst date is October 11th, maybe near the 8th, 9th, 10th, that's when you start taking a lot of profits, right? And then you can see that there's a lot of euphoria in social media. So on YouTube, you can talk about how, you can see how people are like, oh, I made my ROI in like a week only. You have to join this game. Or people are like, oh, the token 4 or 5x in literally only 3-4 days. You guys gotta hop in before 5x's again. You hop into the channels, you see people saying, oh, we're gonna be so rich. I love this project. It's probably gonna 5-10x here for more, even though that's like a 20-30-50x if you multiply it. So people are very euphoric, which is a great sign to take profits. And then the last point, opposite of the last period, lots of influencers are talking about them since they probably bought the dip or something, and now since they got a big bag, now they're pumping them, which adds into the euphoric state of most people. Then more people buy into them, and then the influencers just dump on them. All right, so if you can take advantage of this cycle where most of it just comes down to doing hard work, right? So doing research, being patient for the opportunities for a dip, and if you're feeling FOMO to Monster Clan or other projects, just know that there probably will be a dip in the future, or there will be other games where you'll have a lot of better opportunities, as there are so many opportunities in this space. There's no need to feel FOMO. There will always be another one, especially with so much money coming in, so much opportunities and developers coming to the space. There will be plenty of games you can make the most out of. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Feel free to leave a like, comment what else you think, what other games that you want me to cover, what other tips you have for new people coming into this space for making and creating the best opportunities, what other videos you want to see, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Okay, and here are other ways you can support the channel by donating. You get early access to guides, paragraph summaries, the key points, other trading opportunities emailed real time. There's the address right there. And if you want to email me for business, feel free to contact me right there. Here's my Twitter for faster updates, where we called the Binance 250% call recently, and then the Monster Clan 400% call. Here's a Discord link below if you want to join the private community where we talk about stocks, crypto, anything related. From our favorite brokers like Binance, Coinbase, Webull, M1 Finance, TradingView, my favorite trading software. And most importantly, these videos are for entertainment purposes and they are not recommendations, as I'm not a licensed professional. I'm just a random dude on the internet who's probably just talking out of his ass. I could have just literally gotten lucky, so I don't know anything. The best investments are the ones where you have the greatest conviction in doing your own research. So the name of the game crypto is to survive as long as possible. This means avoiding excessive leverage, not getting your accounts liquidated, not getting your accounts blown up, just staying in the game so that you can reap the rewards of crypto in the long term, as it is a very growing industry which will probably explode in the next 5, 10, 20 years. So the longer you survive in its early stages by doing your own research and getting into great projects early on, you'll do great. Okay, so talk to y'all guys next time.